Hello guys, welcome back. So now that school has started for a lot of people, this is the point in life where you might be struggling already. And for those people who might need some extra help, here are some tips that I have so that you can actually get straight A's this year. Okay, so the meaning of a straight A is 90% or above, or if some of your teachers are nice, an 89.5 and above. So that means that all the work that you are doing in class and all your tests, so all of that work needs to be at least 90% correct for you to get an A. My number one tip is study for your tests. Tests, they are generally about 60% of your grade. So those are what matter the most, and that's what makes up your entire grade for that class. So if you skip a homework assignment for that unit or something and you get 100% on the test, then you are fine. But because the test takes so much of your grade, you want to get a good score on those. I generally try to score a B or higher, which is an 80% or higher. If I get a 70% sometimes I do. One time I got a D on a test, but I ended up with an 88% at the end of the semester. The way to study for tests is do it over several days, and if you have to, then you can try cramming it in the night before. You can use things like Quizlet or flashcards. I personally like Quizlet because it's electronic, kind of easier to use. I think there's scientific proof for this, but when you study at night, you are more likely to memorize it in the morning. So if you're not getting it at night, you will probably still recall it in the morning. So that's a good idea. Do not just read over material and assume that you know everything. You have to look up from your paper and re-say what you just saw on the paper and make sure you know it in your head, okay? The other portion of your grade is classwork and homework or labs or whatever. What I recommend for homework, I know some teachers may assign a lot. If you can, try to look on the board before class or ahead of class and try to sneak this or something in all your classes. Try to get your homework done at school. Sometimes I get caught with doing other homework from other classes, so make sure you can sneak it well or just try to finish it inside of that class that it was assigned. If you're able to finish your homework at school, then when you get home, you are free to do whatever you want, study, and then for the rest of the day, you can do whatever you want. Normally, I just watch YouTube and Netflix, and that is how I release all my stress. If you do have to take it home, you should be able to finish it quickly at home. Another tip is to stay awake and pay attention to the lecture and take notes. You're probably required to take notes anyways, but you are learning it when they are teaching it to you. They're not going to be teaching it to you when you're at home. So then when you get home, you already know how to do everything, so then you can do all your homework quickly. And if you have dozed off in class, then go back to your notes, reread everything. If you can't even get through that, then also try going on YouTube. There are some websites like Khan Academy that can teach you. You have the internet in your hands probably. If you're watching this video, then you have the internet, okay? So Google everything, YouTube everything, whatever. Every now and then you want to check where you're standing on your grades. You have an A plus in one class. Normally I don't have A pluses. I normally have A minuses, but an A plus in one class and then maybe a B or B minus or something in another one. You want to focus on that class. And if you have to, you can ask your teacher for any extra credit. In high school, they're probably not going to. Maybe for the lower classmen, but yeah. Another tip is to be organized. If you don't know where any of your stuff is or when your tests are, then you are going to be a mess. You're going to forget everything, which causes you to forget your assignments, and then your grade will drop. So I suggest making a note or writing in a planner. I have a whiteboard, so I can put it on there. Another thing I like to do is to write events or tests and assignments on my whiteboard so that I know how many days I have to kind of study and what I have to get done. Do not procrastinate any of your work, because when you do that, you are going to dread your homework and you are going to be turning in sloppy work, and you also may not learn anything from doing that. If you're one of those people who do not do their homework, I suggest you do, because that is helping you learn the material better and understand everything. Also, do not fall behind in class, because then the work is just gonna build up. The same thing with procrastinating, and then you have to finish all of them within like the span of a day or something, and that is just like too much work. Okay, so now here are some other things that may help you with getting straight A's this year. This might sound weird, but you have to make yourself love school. If you go to school every day wanting to go home and hating being there, you're obviously going to make time so much longer and slower. That is not benefiting you at all. Maybe participate in school events like football games, homecoming week. I know mine is coming up, and have something to look forward to. Another tip is to feel good and look good when you are at school. I say wear comfortable clothing. When you are wearing clothes with more of like your style or something, and not just like plain clothes unless that is your style, then you will feel confident and good at school. Otherwise, if you're wearing sweatpants and a jacket, you are going to feel disgusting the entire day. Along with clothing, make sure you wear comfortable clothing and stuff that fits you, because you don't want to be messing around with your shirt and your pants all day, fixing it and making sure that your shirt is far low enough so that no one can see your. My last tip is to hang out with your friends. If you don't have any friends at school, you won't have anyone to talk to. You're kind of lonely and you don't really know like what's going on. Because I know that a lot of my friends tell me what events are coming up. A lot of times people may sign up together because it'll be more fun. Make sure you have friends to talk to every single day. So that is all I have for you guys today. I hope you learned something from this video. Education is very important, so be sure that you are passing all of your classes. If you have any other ideas or tips, please let me know and leave a comment. If you like these kind of videos, also give me a like so that I know. Thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you guys later.